that much. The blackmail purposes don't really bother me. I really don't care about them. But bitch, I want to talk about this because I'm mad for Freddie. Bitch. Oh.
I just love how these failed, bitter, divested females constantly contradict themselves. And it only takes them seconds to do so. More importantly, check out the title. Black men hate marriage. Jenny Ma had to learn the dusty way. And this is coming from a failed, bitter, divested black female who can't even get white zaddy to put a ring on her finger and give her a baby. Yeah, Olivia, I'm talking to you. In which I ain't gonna do my introduction. Y'all see the title of the video, The Hypocrisy of Olivia. Of Olivia bitch. Yes, she calls herself a bitch. I don't know why. Now, one thing everybody needs to ask themselves. If these bitter, divested black females like Olivia here hates and despise black men while thirsting for a white zaddy to give them a baby, why do they care so much about black men relationships, especially to those black men who's dating women of different races, like these bitter, divested black females? Oh, that's right. And I've been talked about this right here. The reason why they do it is because they're so bitter, so resentful, and so fucking jealous because theirs not working out. I mean, it's an obvious pattern here. When these black females try to divest and date out, and if men of other races do not find them attractive enough to even give them a chance, what do these same bitter black divested females do? That's right. They come back during their little tantrums at black men, bitching and complaining about black men because their relationships don't work out. And Olivia here is no exception. Now you got Olivia, single, unmarried, no children, trying to hate on black men who also choose to date out, such as Young Jeezy, in which we all know Young Jeezy and Jenny Ma had a divorce. Now, one thing I hate is fucking hypocrites, especially those who want to sit there, be on their high horse, trying to sit there and want to talk all this shit about black men, but while putting other races of men like white men on a high pedestal, while at the same time be so goddamn invested in black men, in the relationships of black men, especially if those same black men she called Dusty is dating women of other races. But what have I been saying? Out of all races and genders, when it comes to interracial relationships, black women, especially the ones who are bitter and divested, these are the main ones who are so jealous. Yes, they are jealous when black men date out and all that shit. That's why they got a lot of shit to say. Other words, if they were successful, they wouldn't be worrying about black men at all. I mean, why else are they so invested in the relationships of black men? Oh, that's right. These are the same bitter, divested black women who got it in their heads believing that somehow, some way, They're the only ones who are privileged to date out. This is the reason why they go around hating on other interracial relationships, because they think that their part of interracial relationships is so superior than everybody else. And they wonder why they have to fight their battles alone. But enough of me babbling. Let's hear what the jealous, hypocritic, bitter, divested black female has to say.
Okay, Freddie, which is Jeannie Mai's ex-husband, her white ex.
And by the way, this video is protected under Title 107, the Fair Use Act, for education and critiquing purposes. That being said, let's continue.
Husband, who was cute, he was kind to her from what I saw, he was conservative, he was country, he was just everything a divested woman would want, bitch. A bitch like me would want, okay? But you fumbled that bitch because you thought that your Asian cooter would be better.
Olivia, shut your retarded fuck ass up forever. How are you gonna lecture a woman who is a different race than you, about what she should have done, about how her marriage should work, when you yourself is struggling to get a white zaddy to put a ring on your finger? And oh, by the way, I've seen all your videos. And all I can say is stop the fucking cap. This white zaddy is providing for me. Yet you're still online bitching about black men. That right there lets me know that you're full of shit. Let's just keep it $1.50. Let's continue.
Fitted for some shit log, okay? Anyway, y'all, this bitch lied to Freddie for 10 years. They were married for about 10 years, y'all. Anybody here?
What's more, why is Olivia so obsessed with Freddie, who is Jeannie Mai's first husband? I don't think Freddie is interested in your sorry ass either, Olivia. Let's continue.
Watched the real knows that Jeannie Mai kept saying for years on end that she did not want to have kids for her, the trauma that she's had growing up and blah blah blah, being poor and blah 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 bullshit.
Oh, I know how to pause. And where are your kids? And where are your mixed kids at, Olivia? You worry about somebody else's kids, but isn't this the same Olivia who was crying, who was whining, crying, and having a mental breakdown on camera, crying about her white zaddy not giving her a baby? I'm pointless without a man and a baby. Basically, that's you, Olivia. You're the one who's sitting there on camera crying because not a single white zaddy wants to give you a baby. Yet here you are worrying about somebody else's kids. Oh, I can't take that face seriously. Let's continue.
Well, I'm not saying that all of her trauma could be bullshit. I'm saying that her excuses for not having kids and her basically, I guess, how do I say this shit? Her basically capitalizing on her trauma.
And again, Olivia, where are your kids at? No, Olivia, where are your kids at? And do you have any right to try to lecture someone else about parenting? And before you ask, I got two. And I'm a damn good father. So I have every right to talk about it. But retards like you need to shut your asses up forever. Trying to lecture someone else about parenting and shit, about their kids and shit, and you ain't got none of your own. What an embarrassment. Let's continue.
Was bullshit. Her trying to weaponize her trauma was bullshit. That's what the fuck I mean. All to give us some dusty ass, washed up rapper.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm on a pause road today. But Olivia, again, shut the fuck up forever. You ain't got no kids, and you're struggling to get a white daddy to give you kids. Not to mention, you can't talk about trauma when you're always on camera showing everybody your mental instability. Yeah, she is mentally unstable, trying to say someone else is trauma bonding. Again, what makes Olivia qualified to speak on people's marriages, divorce, and wedding problems when she herself has not experienced that life at all? See, this is what you call fake ass motherfuckers. Let's continue.
Young Jeezy, who hasn't had a hit since 2006, bitch, who already had 2 baby mamas before your ass, you thought that you was special, bitch? Because he was telling you that he liked your eyes?
The exact same way you bitter black women thought y'all was special too. And let's keep it $1.50, Olivia. Not all of y'all go to other races of men childless. I mean, seriously. Out of all those divested black females who wanted to date out, deal with men of other races, a good portion of y'all are going to those relationships with kids by the previous men you were dating. Let's keep it $1.50. Not all of y'all are childless. So to hear that come out of Olivia's mouth is quite laughable. Let's continue.
He liked how light your skin is. He liked your exoticness. Girl, bye. Okay. Now I don't really care. I know that she said that
fellas, let's have a drinking contest. Yes, I'm serious. Let's have a drinking contest. I want y'all to drink every time Olivia says she doesn't care, she doesn't give a shit, or none of that. Because us fellas know this for a fact. When these bitter, divested black females claim that they don't give a shit about black men that they hate and despise the most, when they say they don't give a shit about those black men dating out, that just means that they really, really, really care about these black men dating out. This is the reason why they can't help but to keep talking about it while steady contradicting themselves at the same time. Let's continue.
Black men are like, she loves black men because they're like the dark meat on the side. I saw that commentary that she made on the real. I don't care about that shit, bitch, because a lot of these niggas like being fetishized anyway. Tell the truth, a lot of niggas probably jack off to hearing that type of shit anyway. So
just like how you black females fetishize getting a baby by a white zaddy, like you, Olivia. Damn, she make it so easy for me to pause. I mean, seriously, all jokes aside. But isn't that the same thing black women do to other races of men? Isn't that the same thing y'all do as well, Olivia? Fetishize about white zaddy being with you, marrying you, getting a child by you? So what makes you bitter, divested black females different than the black men y'all want to bitch and complain about? Okay then, let's continue.
Give 2 goddamn shits about that. I don't care. That's not offensive to me whatsoever. Before you mammies come to my page like, oh, when she said that black men like the dark meat on the side, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. She could have said the damn N-word on the damn TV. I don't give a shit.
If you don't care, why are you bitching about it then? Oh, I should also have a drinking I myself personally should have a drinking contest every time I know how to pause. I mean, out the gate. All this, you don't care, you don't give a shit, then why the fuck is you talking about it? You don't give a shit, Olivia, but yet here you are invested in their divorce. You don't give a shit, but you're so invested when black men do the same thing you're doing, dating out, expanding their options. But what did Uncle JD said? What have Uncle JD said? These bitter black divested females are the most jealous when it comes to interracial relationships. This is the reason why they want to talk down on black men, put other races of men on a high pedestal, while at the same time be so invested in who black men are seeing, who black men are dating, who black men are in a relationships with, who these black men are marrying, and who these black men are divorcing. Y'all can't tell, no one can tell me that's not jealousy. Especially coming from a bitter, divested black female like Olivia, who's still mad because White Zaddy is not giving her what she wants. Let's continue.
What I care about is, why did you lead on Freddie? How dare you, bitch? Imagine being with somebody for 10 years, married to somebody for 10 years. This was her husband, Freddie was. And they keep saying they don't want to have kids, and you want to have kids, but you feel like an asshole for a time.
Remember, Olivia? Just like how you wanted to have kids. And White Zaddy is not doing that for you. Okay then, shut the fuck up forever, hypocrite. Let's continue.
Your partner, hey, I want to have kids now. Can't we have kids? Can we work through this through therapy? Can we? And she keeps saying,
says the failed, bitter, hurt, jealous, divested black female who needs therapy herself. Again, another contradiction.
no, but then a year later, after y'all got divorced, she's knocked up by some dusty ass rapper. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I feel like this is all karma, because Freddie has now moved on. He's been moved on, and he now has a family of his own. Thankfully, I'm glad Freddie got his lick back, and he probably has kids of his own.
And you're still alone, Olivia. And yeah, we can see the tears behind your laugh because you thought that Freddie would give you a chance, huh? How comical. So comical. But this is what I've been saying, fellas, especially to all the black males of other races out here. You have a bitter, divested black female who hates, despises, resents, and can't stand black men, while at the same time being so invested in these relationships black men have with other women, especially of women of other races. While at the same time, she wants a White Zaddy to be with her, put a ring on her finger, and give her a baby. And when she didn't get what she wanted, now she wants to come back and have this bitter hurt and resentment for black men, all the way to the point where she's lost her goddamn mind. And why does she give a flying fuck about other people's interracial relationships when her own interracial relationship came and get off the ground? Why is she so concerned about other people's interracial relationships while her divested ass can't even get her own relationships off the ground? Is beyond me and everybody else's. More importantly, if she don't like black men so goddamn much, why does she care about the relationships of black men, instead of being more concerned about getting a white zaddy to be with? And they wonder why they struggle in their divestment. And all I can say is this: I don't care if she does make a response like she did to O'Shea Jackson. I will give less of a fuck. To me, if it's hurting, then fuck it. Now she's learning out the gate. But if you think but if Olivia thinks no one's going to call her out on her fucking hypocrisy, she has another thing coming. And these same bitter black females who want to date out and divest wonder why they are struggling. And before I jump off, A little word of advice, Olivia, and all you bitter, divested swirlers out there who are just like her, here's something you need to learn. If women of other races is not going to put up with black men going around talking all this shit about black women while being in a relationship or married to them, which is a certified fact, then what makes you think that, then what makes you bitter, hurt, jealous, mentally unstable, divested black females think that you're the exception to that same rule? And yet there are many men of other races who are not going to tolerate who's not going to tolerate y'all being in a relationship with them while they crying and bitching about black men. And again, this is also one of the reasons why y'all struggling. You can't. How are you going to move on if you're still dealing with your same hurt and trauma? That's everybody's question. And if black men so bad, how come you're still crying and bitching about them? Why you can't move on with your own preference? Oh, of course. She's so busy worrying about other people's relationships is the reason why she came and fixed her own. Wait a second, what's this? Sexy outfit wasted on an unstable snow dusty. Oh, she even called white men dusty as well. Dusty as well. I see why she's struggling now. I mean, straight up, who wants to be in a relationship with a person that is so mentally unstable? That's everybody's question here. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done with this hurt, bitter, divested hypocrite, and I'm out this bitch. Later.